How's it going, boys? Welcome to another episode of Capitalism Has Ruined Entertainment. I'm your host, a communist. So lately, just, on my own, I've been getting a lot more political. Like, I've been more involved with politics than I have in the past with all the recent things. I've been educating myself more, and I've been seeing myself, lean a little bit more towards the left, but I've just been more involved politically, and that's not a bad thing, but it's made me want to talk about these sort of political issues, some more political, some not. But I remembered when I was thinking about these things, and I was like, man, I really want to talk about this stuff. And I remembered I have a YouTube channel. That's right, I've got a YouTube channel, but I won't tell you what it is. In all seriousness, though, I do want to do more video essays like this one, where I just sort of talk and rant and talk. This channel, I don't know, I'm okay with talking about controversial stuff or just ranting for 10 minutes on it, because it's not that important to me. I can always, if I want to rebrand, I can delete these videos, I can start a new one, but I do feel it's important to talk about these things and have a platform to talk about them. If somebody's entertained by my talking about them, then that's perfect. That being said, this video is going to be really weird. I am not eligible to be monetized, obviously, so I can pretty much talk about a variety of things as long as it doesn't violate any of YouTube's rules. I know their monetization system is very strict, but just to stay on the platform, I can talk about whatever. What are you talking about? Just get to the video, idiot. I hate the sound of your voice. That's what you're probably saying, and to that I say, mean. And also, I'm talking about Netflix. You have probably seen this. I'm a little late to this, but it's a upcoming Netflix movie called Cuties. Oh, Jesus Christ, I'm uncomfortable already. So if you haven't seen this yet, good for you. Too. Here's the Netflix synopsis. Disclaimer, I'm not going to be showing any images from the movie. You'll understand why once I read you the description. It reads, Amy, 11, becomes fascinated with a twerking dance crew. Hoping to join them, she starts to explore her femininity, defying her family's traditions. Oh, and it's rated TVMA. I'm kind of scared. Now, it is a French film. Not that it being French changes anything. Maybe it does. I don't know how they do it over in France. Allegedly, the movie is a lot different from the description that Netflix slapped onto it. The film, not being seen by American audiences, was immediately met with criticism, because, yeah, if it consists of an 11-year-old twerking group, it probably shouldn't exist. The Wikipedia page for it it's just as bad. It claims to be a coming-of-age story, and that it addresses the hypersexualization of children by hypersexualizing children. I mean, seriously, it says the main character joins a twerking group. What the fuck is a twerking group? Why is this real? Okay, sorry. There's a lot to unpack here. So if we go along with the narrative that this film is fine, it's a good thing, it addresses some meaningful issues, right? It's still not good. It is still very awful. I mean, you gotta look at the marketing of this thing. The marketing of this thing is bad. It's just no. It's supposed to be tackling real issues. It's supposed to be a meaningful film. And it still contains a twerking group consisting of literal 11-year-olds. What the fuck? What the fuck, man? I'm just mad. I'm mad that I'm sitting here talking about this. You know what else makes me mad? This movie won a Sundance Award. The Sundance Film Festival is for independent or international films, I'm pretty sure. And winning an award there is supposed to be good. And the co-founder of Sundance is an alleged pedophile. So that's something. There's a couple dots. Try your best to connect them. But back to the marketing of this thing. Netflix put this thing in the coming soon section with the description I read earlier and a poster that I will not show because, oh Jesus Christ on a bike, it is so awful. Let's just say this. It's a group of 11-year-old girls in poses that no 11-year-old should be in clothes that no 11-year-old should be in. Award-winning movie here, folks. Netflix tweeted out a very half-assed apology. We are deeply sorry for the inappropriate artwork used for Cuties. Yeah, I hope so. They go on to say it wasn't representative of the French film that won a Sundance Award. Again, the same Sundance co-founded by alleged pedophile. I say alleged. I haven't read any of the articles about the guy. I've seen them. I've seen the accusations. I'm not sure how legit they are, so I'm gonna say alleged. But if you're accused of being a pedophile, it's still not a good look. Definitely doesn't make this film seem any better. They also updated the description and the photo for the movie. Instead of an 11-year-old twerking group, they are now a free-spirited dance group. Because yeah, the first one, the twerking group, that sounds really fucked up, right? But that's the thing. They didn't change the movie. There's still a twerking group. You can't watch the movie yet. It's not on Netflix. It comes sometime in September. I am not going to watch it because, I mean, I don't want to watch that, man. Now I'm going to read from an article on Forbes, which is run by an old white man who once ran for president. No way he could be a pedophile. Nuh-uh. Absolutely no politician likes children. And not any rich people either. No way, no how. Anyways, this guy on Forbes tries to defend the film, and I guess why not? Here's a little excerpt from the article. Parents Television Council President Tom Winter condemned the movie in a statement by saying that the only motivation for producing such a film is to sexualize children and to fuel the appetites of those who would feed on the sexualization of children. And then this guy, he says, if I may, that such a motive could be the only reason for making a movie focusing on young girls coming to terms with their sexuality says a lot. Maybe, just maybe, Ducores? Fuck, I should have learned how to say her name. Ducores, a black woman, by the way. Oh, my bad. My bad, man. Oh, fuck it. Yeah, no, fucking, yeah, take my money. A black woman, you say? It's over. The feature is intended for young girls who themselves are coming to terms with their sexuality and or their potentially discomforted parents. Now, Scott, that's all well and good, that's a fine thing to say, I suppose, except for wait, the film is rated TVMA. This is not for 11-year-old girls. It's for adults, mature adults. This guy proceeds to say that the controversy was good for the film. It says it'll bring in viewers, and I mean, what the fuck, man? That's the thing. Like, don't defend this, because this shouldn't have to be made. Like, I don't care if it's actually criticizing the sexualization of minors. You can't do that while still sexualizing minors. I can't talk shit about white people using the N-word if I use the N-word while talking shit. It completely... It cancels it out, man. The guy writing the article, our boy Scott, doesn't seem to care about the original poster and description. He doesn't say much criticizing it. He spins it as, I guess, good marketing. And it's just like, I mean, seriously, man. How? I do not care who directed this movie. I do not care if it was a black woman. I don't care if she's Muslim or of religion. I don't care if she's part of any group. It feeds into the movie industry's obsession with sexualizing women and minors. No matter the commentary you put into this movie, if it contains little girls shaking their asses, it's fucking gross. The reason this movie is on Netflix, the reason this movie, well, maybe not the reason this movie was made in the first place, because it could have been made with the intent to bring to light the fact that these sort of things are happening all over the world, and that it should stop. And honestly, I don't question the motives for making this movie. It's probably a good idea. It's something that this woman probably experienced in her life, and no disrespect to her for wanting to turn that into art. That's fine. That's a thing that people do. They make art, they write, they paint, they make music or whatever based on their lives. That's normal. But I guess you should have realized that people weren't gonna pick this up. Producers weren't gonna attach their name to this because of your personal experiences. Just because it contains the little girl ass shaking. I mean, this isn't the first time that underage girls have been sexualized in the media. I could make a whole playlist of videos on that. So that's like a 10-hour long video of me just ranting about pieces of media that have portrayed minors sexually. But this is just a horrifying example because of how it was marketed. This was marketed as like softcore child porn, because that's what they wanted you to think it was. A French film critiquing the hypersexualization of minors and being like political commentary. That's not gonna fucking draw in viewers. Nah. Sex sells. And the sex sells mentality, that whole bit of capitalism, is why they picked up this movie and they used it for 11-year-olds. 11-year-olds, man. The top 1%, the people in charge of companies like Netflix, the executive producers on these films, the people who are making the wheels turn for stuff like this to get made and be put into the public eye, they want to see exactly what was marketed. The fact that an astounding number of rich people interacted with famous pedophile rich guy and victim of suicide, Jeffrey Epstein, the fact that they all interacted, a lot of them interacted with him, is concerning. And it shows that once you can buy anything you could ever want, that you start wanting the things that you know you can never have. You start wanting the things that you shouldn't want, that aren't right. And it's awful. The normalization of stuff like this, the sexualization of children, has been going on for years. Dance competitions for little girls, like dance moms, that shit's a little messed up, right? Who do you think started those? Is it rich old white men? I'll give you a hint. Yeah. If you defend this film's existence, I mean, fine. The premise of this film's existence is fine. But if you defend it coming over to Netflix, then you are feeding into the normalization of stuff like this, of pedophilia, and it's not good. That's not something that you want to do. 11-year-olds should not be twerking, ever, especially in a Netflix-promoted film. The reach that Netflix has, and they choose to bring this to their platform. It's awful. It's just awful. Not to mention the laughable amount of well-received shows that they have canceled recently. Shows that contained 100% less twerking children, I might add. Just understand that most of these big companies, and any media-producing company, will probably end up sexualizing minors. Because, fuck it. If it'll sell shares, if it'll get the CEO more money, then fuck it. Your morals leave as soon as you get rich. It's all about how much more money can I get. fuck whoever suffers. That's the video. It got a lot less funny at the end, didn't it? I'm still pretty angry about this topic, but I do feel better having talked about it. If you've made it this far and you hate pedophiles, go ahead and drop a like, subscribe, maybe leave a comment telling me how much you hate pedophiles. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this whole thing. I'm gonna go watch some Chris Hansen clips now.